Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Ooh, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, yeah. Gonna close doors, man. Close doors. And contain the noise in here. How are you doing, my loves? How are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Okay. How you doing? How you doing? Oh yes, we sang that song already. Today I was reading, as I sometimes do. Ask, and the gift is yours. Seek, and you will discover. Knock, and the door will be opened for you. For every persistent one will get what he asks for. Every persistent seeker will discover what he longs for. And everyone who knocks persistently will one day find an open door. I love that. I love that. Okay, I used to read it in different versions, and it was a bit different. Ask, and the door will be. It was different, but still, that's particularly that last line. Everyone who knocks persistently will one day find an open door, which got me thinking about persistence, and not just persistence. It is relentless persistence, the kind of persistence that is what will give you the life that you want. Unfortunately, most people are not as persistent as they need to be. Unfortunately, most people underestimate the amount of persistence that is required to build the business, to build the life that they want. And so they end up settling for less. And I am here to encourage you to go for all of it, because everyone who knocks persistently will one day find an open door. Say that with me now. Everyone, that includes you. You are not an exception to this rule. Everyone who knocks relentlessly, persistently, will one day find an open door. Nobody can tell you exactly when that open door is going to be, but what we know for sure is that if you will continually, if you will persistently knock or keep asking for what you want, keep going after what you desire, you will one day find an open door. It is inevitable. Your success is inevitable. It is inevitable. Okay, this isn't just, I'm not just, making things up here. It is literally inevitable that because you are one with the divine. Do you get that? Do you get that? Do you get that? We're going to sing an affirmation. We're changing our affirmation for this, for now, for this week. And this time it is, I am enough. I have always been enough. I will always be enough. I am enough. Okay? And I want you to remind yourself of this over and over again, because one of the reasons why you would not be persistent is this feeling that you are not enough. But I want to remind you that you are one with the divine. You are inherently enough. But it's up to you to fully own that within yourself, and and this affirmation will help you do that. I am enough. I have always been enough. I will always be enough. I am enough. I am enough. I have always been enough. I will always be enough. I am enough. One more time. I am enough. I have always been enough. I will always be enough. I am enough. Remember that you are enough. Okay, so because you are enough, because you know that you're enough, you know that the things that you desire are available to you, and you are the person, exactly the right person to create them if you will persist. Okay, it's like in building a business, that you're inevitably going to have times when the business is not working, particularly at the start. It might not yield immediate success. Okay, and then there's the temptation to quit, to tell yourself that it's never going to work, to remind yourself of all the stuff. Like, if you're anything like me, I had family members telling me, you're not cut out for business, Rosemary. You're not supposed to do the business stuff. You are the one that, you're the bookworm. You're not a business person. And if I'd listened to that, well, I wouldn't be here speaking to you for sure. Okay, but there's going to be mistakes made. There's going to be seeming failure. But remember, the only permanent failure is if you quit. Okay, so as long as you do not quit, then it's not permanent failure. It doesn't mean you're not cut out for entrepreneurship or for being a business owner. It doesn't mean that you're not cut out to living your vision. It just simply means that it's the stepping stone towards success. It just, that's it. And that's how you can reframe it so that you're not quitting start stopping, because start stopping is as bad as quitting. Let's just be honest. Start stopping is as bad as quitting. And a lot of you do the start stopping thing. Oh, yes, I'm so excited, so excited, so excited. And then, oh, no, I'm not. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. Oh, I better just settle into being in a job, blah, 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 blah. And then you start and you stop and you start and you stop and you start and you stop. Stop it. You're dragging the whole thing out and making the whole thing take a heck of a lot longer than it needs to. Relentless persistence is required if you're going to break through to your next level. Okay, you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to doubt yourself from time to time. There's no doubt about it. You're going to feel unworthy, which is why we're singing the song, I am enough. I have always been enough. I will always be enough. I am enough. Okay. And even when you feel like an imposter, that you remind yourself that you are enough. Okay. That you don't have to feel super confident all of the time in order for you to move forward. Confidence sometimes comes last, okay? As in you do the thing and then you feel confident about doing the thing. Most people are waiting for themselves to feel confident before they do the thing. It doesn't work that way. Usually it's when you've done the thing that you feel more confident about doing the thing, okay? And even the next time you come to do it, there might still be fear and self-doubt and all of that stuff. You don't need to wait until you feel particularly confident before you do something. You just need to do it because you know what you want, right? You know what you want. So you have to persist in going forward regardless of how you feel, okay? Because sometimes your feelings deceive you. They deceive you into believing that you're less than who you are. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay? Something else that you need to persist through is even when your family members or friends or whatever don't support or understand your journey, and then they're adding their pressure of, you shouldn't be doing this right now. There's nothing. Why are you doing this? And this can happen in families at times when they can't see the immediate success coming through to you. Then they might be trying. They might even be out of the goodness of their hearts, be trying to save you some more disappointment by trying to get you to stop. Do not listen. Okay, you don't need their validation. It would be nice, yes, it would be, but they don't share the same vision that you do, and that's okay. That's okay. Do not compromise don't compromise yourself to try and honor everybody else's ideas of what you should be doing. Instead, keep your eyes firmly on your vision and persist towards it. This is relentless. I love that word, relentless. Relentless. There's a book called Relentless. You should all read it. It probably scared the living daylights out of some of y'all, but I love the book Relentless. I love it. The guy that wrote it, I can't remember his name. I love you too. If you ever listen to what I'm saying here, it's such an amazing book, and it brings up parts of being an ambitious, successful person that we don't always want to talk about. It's the first really, really honest book I've ever read. So I love that book. I love it. Anyway, but I also love the word relentless. Relentless persistence is what I call this whole live stream as well, because that's what is required to live in your vision. Whether your family understands it, whether your friends understand it, whether they're pressuring you to quit and just stick with the traditional ways of doing things, you cannot compromise yourself. You must honor your vision. You must honor yourself. You must back yourself up, even when nobody understands. Because finally, usually people come around. And if they don't, it doesn't even matter. You can't wait for validation from somebody else before you back yourself up, okay? And yes, there are going to be times when there's financial strain, when the bank balance is looking horrible, and you're wondering, what the hell am I doing? Especially if the business is not making money yet, and you're just pouring money into it. And you might have your partner saying you're just paying Facebook for their advertising. Or you might have, who knows what, you might have people saying all kinds of things, as well as you thinking it. Let's be honest, you'll be thinking it too, wondering whether you're punishing your family by going through this thing, by being persistent in this thing. And I still say to you, honey, when you break through, your family will bless you. Yes, they may not understand on the way, But when you break through, everybody will be on your side. Everybody will love you. Some people will still not love you. It doesn't matter. but the ones that actually love you will love you. Will love you then. Yeah, and in some ways, stop giving you jip. Except the next time you try to do something risky, then they still don't understand it. But you can't allow even your bank balance to determine. And we talked about this yesterday. You're a slave of money, or are you a master of money? You cannot let your bank balance determine whether you build your vision or not. Whatever your vision is, you can't allow whether you're financially secure to determine whether you do something or not do something. If anything, the fact that you're not financially secure is exactly why you need to build. If it's a business that you're trying to build, that's exactly why you need to do it. I find it really amusing when people tell me, oh, I just don't have the money to invest in myself right now. And I'm just like, well, how are you ever going to have the money to invest in yourself? If you continually use your money in the way you're using it right now, you'll continue to get the same results. Okay. And you need to understand that too. So you cannot allow how much money you have or don't have to determine whether you're going to be persistent in building your business or not. You have to be the one that has decided that one way or the other, you will find a way to move forward. One way or the other, you will find a way to move forward. You'll do whatever is necessary to move forward. And in this day and age, even if you can't, if you're into doing advertising and such, and somehow you run out of cash to do advertising, then there's still free things you can do to start generating some income. I would always say as well, find a way to get some money. So if necessary, take on a different job or something so that you can keep investing in your advertising. But at the same time, don't not use everything at your disposal. Okay, use everything at your disposal. Do not allow how much money you have in your bank account to determine whether you're living your vision or not. You will regret it so badly if you get to the end of your life and you didn't live in your vision because of money. Because of money. Because you will see how silly that was, that you made a choice just based on money. Okay, so persist regardless of how strenuous or how strained your finances seem. Persist, because that's why you must, in order for you to experience financial relaxation, in order for you to experience financial abundance, that's why you must persist to experience these things. If you're stuck in financial restriction and then you keep making decisions based on financial restriction, guess what? You will forever be financially restricted. So come on, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, and see this thing for what it is. Money is a tool to be used by you. So if the way you're planting your money seed right now is not getting you where you want to go, plant it somewhere else. Plant it somewhere else. Okay. Come on. Let's be, I don't know, let's be bigger than where I've been. Let's put it that way, I think. Is that a way to put it? I don't know. Whichever way, persistence is required regardless of what your bank balance says. You might feel sometimes really tired when you're building a business because you still have your regular responsibilities. You're trying to build a business, trying to build a vision in the middle of an already crazy life. I get it. And still, you must persist. Still, you must keep taking the next step forward in the direction of what it is that you want. It is a necessary thing to do. It doesn't matter how, because I know when I was building this business, there were times when it really felt like, how can any human being go through this amount of tension and keep going? Is it even possible for a human being to do this? That nobody can be expected to put themselves through this. And I would say this to myself, and I also say to myself, well, Rosemary, do you want the result or not? Because if you want the result, then you have to keep going. If you don't want the result, then you can tell yourself stories of how nobody has ever seen the trouble that you've seen, and therefore then nobody would ever stick with it. It's a story I can tell myself if I wanted to, but it was in the end, the vision won out. I wanted the end result. I'm still working towards, Project 334K. It's not like I've reached 334,000 people yet. I still work towards it, but yes, there were times when you get really tired and really weighed down by it, and you get to choose: will I allow how I feel temporarily determine what I do permanently? That is the question you must ask yourself. Will I allow what I feel like right now to determine what I do forever? Hopefully you realize that a temporary feeling of fatigue or tiredness or burnout is not a reason to quit on your vision, whatever your vision is. For most of you, it is that you want to build businesses, you want to make six figures, you want multiple streams of income. You cannot make decisions based on a temporary feeling of tiredness or burnout, for goodness sake. Yes, I do take care of yourself. Absolutely take care of yourself. I'm not saying kill yourself, working all hours that God sends. But there is going to be a season when maybe you do need to, because if you have a job and you're trying to build a business and maybe even have children and all of that, yeah, life can feel really full. It's all right. Take a break when you need to, but do not stop. Persist. Relentless persistence is required for you to win. It's just the way it is, okay? Even when success is slow, it doesn't seem to be coming as quickly as you think it should be. This whole instant gratification thing, just put it down. Your business will take as long as it takes. It's like trying to rush a baby into becoming a grown adult. It just doesn't work. You have to allow the business time to grow. It's why even to clients who want to quit their job and go all in on the business are like, no, no, no. Listen, you do not want to put that kind of pressure on your business. It's like a baby. The business has to have its own amount of time to flourish and grow. If all the pressure is on it, you must give me money now because I'm dying. I need the money now. Desperation kills businesses. Okay, desperation will kill your business. So do not be that person who puts yourself in a desperate situation because you're all excited about how you're going to build this business and in 3 seconds it's all going to make money. It might do, but it might not. So mostly for most people, regardless of what you hear, success feels slow. When it happens, however, looking back, it can feel like, oh, that was so quick. But when you're going through it, it can feel really slow. Okay? And you still have to persist in taking action, even when it feels like you're not getting the results that you want immediately. You have to learn to delay gratification and recognize that you're building a big vision here. Okay? It's not going to happen at the snap of a finger, but it will happen if you persist, if you are relentlessly persistent. Because as I read to you guys earlier, let me find it again. For everyone who knocks persistently will one day find an open door. You will walk into your vision if you will keep walking towards your vision, okay? Because it's inevitable that you will succeed. What you decree must come to pass because you are one with the divine. There is power in your words. There is power in your decision. There is power in you. So understand this. It's not an if your vision is going to come to pass. It's a when. You can't always control the when, but you can definitely speed things up if you stay focused and keep taking action as the person who has made it happen. Okay? Persistence, relentless persistence is required. People might criticize you. People might say you're just about the money, and it can't be allowed to matter. Whatever judgments people have against you, it doesn't matter. You are pursuing an unconventional path. Some people are not going to understand it. Stop waiting for everybody to understand what you're about. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Some people will even laugh at you. Like, can't you see that it's not working? Just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep being visible. All this, because sometimes a lot of spiritual people, you can be quite nervous about putting yourself out there, making your work visible to the world because you're scared about being vulnerable. You're scared about being exposed. You're scared of being seen, okay, and being made a fool of in public. I remember not wanting to say anything about being a coach on my personal Facebook profile because I felt like, everybody knows me as a pharmacist. How can I now start talking about being a coach and all of that? And so I was afraid of showing up. I had to get over that. The problem with that is that one, it makes you play smaller, and then people don't even know about you, which then makes you feel as if success is taking a long time. But that's because, well, nobody even knows you exist. But also, for the ones that do want to come and work with you, they sense that you're hiding, but they don't know what you're hiding. And so there's a part of them that feels as if they too should stay away from you because there's something you're hiding. They don't realize that all you're hiding is that you're just feeling shy or feeling afraid. To them, it's like the energy to energy connection will tell them that there's something being hidden here and I should probably stay away. And so then you'll find it really hard to actually get people to buy from you when you're hiding, because they sense that there's something you're hiding, but they don't know what. And so they're wary of giving you money. So again, even if you are that person that feels shy of showing up, the person that feels shy of putting your work out into the marketplace. And particularly if you're someone who wants to transform lives with your coaching, your healing, your, a service-based business based on you, based on your knowledge, your wisdom, your skills, there's a tendency to want to hide, because that always does bring out that whole imposter syndrome thing, basically, where you're wondering if you're good enough, wondering if what you have to say, hasn't everybody said it before, and all of that stuff. And even though you feel that way, you must have a set of daily musts. This is what I say to my clients: a set of daily musts that you do every single day, regardless of how you feel. Daily musts that must be done every single day, regardless of how you feel. Okay. You must have that list of things that you are committing to doing always. Do you have it? If you don't have it, you need to make a list that whatever you feel like, you will do those things, and then afterwards you can fall apart. But not before you've done those daily musts that you've decided will grow your business. Okay. And you decide this when you're feeling good. Or you get help. You get help, for goodness sake. Get help to decide what are the daily musts that I must do on a daily basis. And also get help so you're held accountable, so you're not continually acting on your feelings. Okay. Persistence. If you are going to win, you cannot afford to be wishy-washy. You have to be persistent, relentlessly persistent. And even if you're comparing yourself to other people and thinking that somehow everybody else has something that you don't have, and blah, 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 enough. Remember, you are enough. You have always been enough. You will always be enough. Okay? You are enough. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. Bring your eyes back to your lane. Okay? And stop looking to see what everybody else is up to. It is not your concern. It's not your business. Stay focused on your own journey and keep moving forward. Keep taking the next step. Keep persisting. Even when you feel inner conflict, or you're wondering whether the divine wants you to succeed. Now, logically, I know you know that the divine does want you to succeed, but internally, you might have programming trying to tell you that success and spirituality should not belong together. Money and spirituality should not belong together. And all of that nonsense that the divine maybe is withholding something from you. It's all lies, but you may have been programmed to believe it. And still, I ask you to persist. Still, I ask you to have that list of daily musts that you are going to do every single day, regardless of how you feel. Okay. You are that person that refuses refuses to ever lay down and die and give up. You are relentless. You are relentless. You refuse to stop. You are the one that shows up when other people would have quit by now. You are the one that just refuses, that you will knock on the doors, or any doors that need to be knocked on, until somebody opens that freaking door for you. You will shake the heavens until the heavens open and give you what you want. The physical reality must move in the face of you. You are relentlessly persistent. That is who you must become. The divine is not holding anything back from you. After you've done your daily musts, or before you do your daily musts, whatever, make sure you sit with the divine and ask questions directly. If you don't know how to hear back from the divine, you need to come work with me in evolution or something, because I teach you that. I teach you exactly how to hear from the divine, because you need to. You need to know that the programming that was programmed into you as a child or as a young adult is not useful. The divine is withholding nothing. The divine is not even giving you anything. Really, literally, you are the one opening up or closing down to prosperity. So figuring out those blocks inside of you and getting them sorted out will serve you, which is why I have the book, Remove the Blocks. Go get a copy of the book. The link is around this video, or it's in the link in my bio. Go get the book, Remove the Blocks, and actually do the work of removing the blocks. Now, that does not mean that you do not do your daily musts. Okay, because sometimes spiritual people get so caught up in trying to heal and clear everything that they don't do the practical things that must be done. Yes, you must heal and clear, but you must also do the practical things persistently. Persistently, you must be relentlessly persistent. I understand you're afraid that you might fail, that you're going to give everything and it might still not work. Still persist, because you will inevitably fail if you don't persist. Okay, I understand you feel like an imposter. I understand sometimes you feel burnt out. I understand sometimes you don't even think you know what to do, in which case get help. There's always a way forward. I understand you have some pressures and expectations from people outside of you. I understand you even want to be perfect, ultimately. I understand you don't always want accountability because you're scared that somebody will see you for who you are. I see that you're messing around. Whatever it is, honeys, I understand all of this. But if you are going to be that person who lives in your purpose and makes at least six figures whilst doing so, if you are going to be that person that lives a free, fulfilled, financially abundant, love drenched life, it will be because you persisted in creating it, regardless of what felt against you. And some days, I cannot emphasize this enough, some days you will really feel like, can anyone go through this pain and still keep going? And I say this to you, yes, they can. And they did. All the people you admire, because they're now successful, it's because they went through the darkness that you sometimes feel as if, how can anybody have gone through this? They went through it and they kept freaking going. They leaned into the divine. If they consider themselves spiritual, they leaned into the divine. They found their safe place there and they kept moving forward. You can do that. For one, get a copy of the book, Remove the Blocks. There's divine downloads in there. There's strategy for removing blocks. There's strategy for building a six-figure business, all in that book. All to support you in, leaning into the divine, feeling safe in the divine, because that to me will give you that ability to keep going regardless of what is happening in your physical reality, and then clear anything else that is getting in the way. Allow divine love to come flood through you, dissolve doubt, dissolve fear, dissolve regret, dissolve guilt, dissolve shame, dissolve resentment, dissolve anger, dissolve despair, and keep you moving forward. But in the end, it's still your decision to move forward. The divine can clear everything for you, but if you do not choose to move forward because you're procrastinating or because you're harboring crazy thoughts, then no one can help you. But this is why I'm saying to you, you must be relentlessly persistent. The life you want is available. The life you want is available. The prosperity you desire is available. The money you want is available. You just need to relentlessly go after it, relentlessly create it, regardless of how stuck sometimes the physical reality may seem. If you will persist, you will see your open door. If you will persist, you will walk through that open door and you will come out to the other side. You will break through. If you will persist. Will you? Will you? That's the question. Okay, my loves, I'm going to bring this to a close. Go and get a copy of the book, Remove the Blocks. The link is around this video. Use it to clarify your purpose, to leave behind the pain, the limiting beliefs of the past, to rise victoriously with your six-figure business, because it gives you a whole strategy on how to do that. The six-figure spiritual business book is actually in the Remove the Blocks book, okay? Go and get a copy of it right now. Enjoy. Read it, apply it, enjoy. You'll start getting emails from me. Then come and work with me if you're really, really, truly ready to accelerate things. Until the next time, my loves, share this with somebody else and remember to always persist. Relentlessly persist. Until the next time, my loves, go forth and prosper. You are worthy. You are enough. You are worthy of the best of everything. Make sure you claim it all. Much amazing love. Go get the book. The link is around the video. Much love. Bye.